Rex in the background. We are currently on the way to London Heathrow. This feels so weird to say.
But we're not flying
because we're not going anywhere.
It's a test run.
It's a test run. The only thing is, we've really got to try and stop ourselves from getting on a plane.
We did say that.
Because I feel like this is going to be really hard.
But we said, leave the passports at home. Because then there's no chance of that happening. Because you know, we'd get to this hotel tonight and be like, oh, it's only 380 quid tomorrow. We could be at Disney Springs tomorrow.
Imagine.
Well, that's the problem.
Imagine
that's why we left the passports
Imagine there was like a bargain flight and we just got on the plane. Anyway, so the purpose of this video is we have got a very exciting trip announcement.
2024 trip announcement.
This year.
Yep. And
we're going to be spilling all the tea at the hotel in a little while, but we thought we'd make this into a little vlog.
Yeah, why not? It's like a bonus piece. So basically, we're going to the hotel that we are going to go to the night before our flight to announce our trip. To do like a test run to make sure we like the hotel, and it was mainly just an excuse to make it feel like we're going on holiday.
Literally.
When really we're not, we're just announcing our holiday and turning it into a little bit of a vlog. So we're pulling into McDonald's now for car snacks.
Looks a bit busy.
We're thinking Papa John's tonight. So basically, we
are going to have the best night ever.
Yeah.
Aren't we?
Yep,
this is going to be so cool. And we can see what the hotel's going to be like. Just suss it all out really and just see what's going on. Oh my gosh.
What?
I haven't done the order on the phone yet.
Well, we're in the queue now.
Oh my goodness. So we started off by saying we were going to have 20 nugs.
Now
then we added some fries each.
Well,
and
it's
then
3 for £3.
3 for
So you have to get those.
There's a 3 for £3 mix and match going on.
2 is £2.80.
So you might as well just whack another one on.
20p cheeseburger.
Right, so what are we going to have then? Are you going to get a cheeseburger?
I would like a cheeseburger, please.
Right, so let's get 1 cheeseburger, 1 mayo chicken, then what? Another mayo chicken? We're getting so much food. Okay, let's get 2 mayo chickens.
Going on a trip.
Okay, so we've got 20 nugs, 2 large fries, Diet Coke for me, 2 chicken mayos and a cheeseburger. Bosh.
Yeah, there's literally 1 car in front of me though. And
oh my gosh, okay,
that
right.
car's pulled straight through and he's done me in. Oh, he's got out.
Oh, why is he getting out? Oh God, he's getting out of his car. The guy in front's getting out of his car.
He knows what a drive-through is, right?
Oh, he's reversing back, babe. He's going to reverse back. Oh, is he? Oh. This guy, I think he missed.
I think he overshot it.
Also, we've got a new camera.
Oh yeah, we made an investment.
We made a big investment and purchased a new camera. So this is the new camera. Where the hell are we going to park?
I'm going to have to wedge it in here.
Oh.
I don't really love the idea, but right. So, new camera.
I really have to twist it this way.
Doesn't it look good?
To get you
yeah, because it does kind of swivel. Anyway, brand new camera. So we bought the DJI Osmo Pocket. Shout out to Paige and Mr. Morrow for the recommendation. This camera is elite. It's going to improve the sound quality, the video quality. It's going to make our whole trip vlog. I mean, I'm looking at it now. We look like HD,
more than HD.
Like, yeah, I can see all of the details of your McDonald's drink.
But anyway, really excited. You've been testing this camera out a lot over the past couple of weeks.
It films in 4K. It's just like
you've been saying it's amazing.
Good. So good.
And it like stops all that jolting that we were having issues with on our previous camera.
Yeah. So when you're walking with the camera, you're like
having to walk in slow-mo so it doesn't bounce up and down.
So we haven't got any of that. So it's got like a built-in gimbal. This thing is unbelievable. So we're going to film our whole trip on this year.
Really exciting.
I mean, if you're looking for a HD vlog to watch, you found one.
Okay, McDonald's has been secured. First thing I'm going to do is peel off the sticker on the front of the fries because we need to see if we've won. Here we go. Got one?
Did you win?
No. You know what? I've probably got about 6 portions of fries so far on this peel to win, and I've not won once.
It's a farce. It's a
What's
scam.
Oh yeah, they're salty. They're really good chips.
Oh yeah.
Aren't they?
Yeah.
They're 10 out of 10.
Of course they are. I'll give them a 9.3 out of 10.
Right. Let's nip that in the bud from last year's vlog, shall we? Because that's stressful.
You need the decimal point system.
Okay. People that agree with my way of rating
it's a level
things,
of detail.
rounding up and down, let us know in the comments. People that agree with Alex's way of doing things, i.e. saying that things are 8.3.56327 whatever, it's the most ridiculous thing.
The best thing about today is that we're going to eat McDonald's for lunch, and then we're going to eat Papa John's for dinner, and we're on our way now to a big Tesco to get a whole bag of snacks for the hotel.
I actually forgot about that.
And all of it's free.
It's not free.
It is free. So we went to the baseball in London yesterday. Great day out.
Sorry,
went to the baseball. And I put a cheeky bet on the baseball while we were there. Won 75 quid.
That was actually a result, and I didn't even realise it happened.
Yeah,
I was just away with the
just
fairies.
like staring out into the abyss, and I was like, we won the bet. And you were like, oh! 75 quid in the bag. And then we were like, right, well now we can have as much takeaway food and stuff as we want tomorrow to enjoy our hotel stay, in which we announce our trip, with free food. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that, unless we were getting on a plane tomorrow morning.
Yeah, it's kind of a bit of a
I'm
down,
so excited to talk about the trip though, I cannot wait.
I am so excited as well.
We can talk about our flights and the benefit of our flights. We can talk about the car. We can talk about our sneaky little weekend at the end. We've got a little something different happening this year.
Don't.
We've already... oh, no, I can't blow too much.
No!
It's going to have to wait. It has to wait till we get to the hotel.
I'm going to have to wait.
Now I just kind of want to get on a plane.
This is so weird because you only ever come here when you're flying.
It is weird, but it's also like there's like kind of a buzz.
Yeah.
Because it's like we're in amongst it, you know.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
There's probably people here that are flying.
That's what I keep thinking. I'm looking at people thinking you're going to be flying.
Gets me like I've got an excited feeling in my belly.
Okay, so we've just parked up at the hotel. There is a McDonald's literally next door to our hotel.
Yeah, like if you're a high jumper, you just leave that there.
We could not be any closer to McDonald's. Like,
quite handy, like if you're like if you want to get breakfast on your way to the airport.
Yeah, I know.
That
McDonald's
is quite
breakfast, yeah. Right touch. This is it from the front.
Quite a lot of planes taking off around here.
I wonder why that would be, babe. Oh, this looks a bit nice.
Who in their right mind books to stay near an airport, near an international airport, and then not flying anywhere?
That only has. Ooh!
So you can pay for your parking there. It was £16 for the night.
£16 for the night for the car parking.
Upgraded. He gave us a premium room.
I can't believe that.
He was also the kindest person I've ever met in my life.
How sweet was he?
He was so helpful. And then we went the wrong way when after he checked us in, and then he came running after us and told us it was the other way. Did you get his name?
No.
He was so sweet.
He was so helpful, wasn't he?
He was really kind, yeah. And gave us a premium room.
Ooh! That's a right result, isn't it? Okay, we're not stuck in the lift.
Oh yeah.
Door opening.
Oh.
Okay, lift opens a tad slow. Apart from that, we're good.
It's the decor in here.
It's very nice.
Isn't it really nice? I'm following you. Ooh. He's looking a little bit old though, babe.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about that?
Didn't think that. The portraits on the wall freaking me out a little bit.
We don't like old looking things, and it is given a bit old. But we're... Oh.
Alright, do it. Oh.
Okay.
Come on. This'll work.
Okay.
This'll work.
It's pretty basic.
It is quite basic.
What do we think?
It is quite basic.
What's first impressions? I feel like we're not blown away. Let's be real. Hang on, we need some lights on.
Not blown away.
Oh yeah, that's much better. That's much better. Okay, first impressions. It is a bit old looking.
It's a little dated.
It's dated. That's what I'm getting from it. But I feel like it's fancy but dated. But it still is. Considering this is a premium room, it's pretty basic.
It is pretty.
Don't you think?
Yeah, I'm not sure what makes it.
Let's just do a quick room tour. 2 full-length mirrors here. Got a safe. Other bits. Bit of wardrobe space. Not that you're going to need that if you're staying here for one night before your flight. Bathroom's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. This is way nicer than the actual room, I think.
Oh really?
Yeah. This is actually really nice in here. Got a shower cap, nail file, cotton buds.
You got a bath?
Yeah, we've got a bath. Really nice bath. Towels I'm going to give a 2 out of 10. They're pretty crusty, but...
2.1.
He just said 2 point what? It's a 2 out of 10, alright? Shampoo, shower gel. Okay, the bathroom's pretty nice. I'm liking the bathroom. Good amount of lighting. I'm liking it. And then on to the main event.
I think for...
How much was this?
We paid 122 and then 16 to park. So like when you think about it, once you put the lights on, it's alright. I mean, although you have got like a I think that is in France. And then that's a little Asian man doing his washing. Or is it, no, not doing his washing.
What is he doing?
I think he's hunting.
Oh, he's got meat. He's got, look, he's got a deer thing or something.
Yeah, that's meat.
That's like you playing your new game.
Red Dead Redemption. Oh,
isn't it?
Yeah, I've been riding a horse around all day.
For ages.
It's great.
Okay, so I feel like it hasn't blown us away.
No, but I think for, you know, if you were flying tomorrow and you needed a room, and especially if you were going to go and if you were going to go down and sit in the bar for the evening.
Yeah, it's so fancy
really
downstairs.
Nice. The rooms are just a little outdated.
Yeah.
I think. But for the most part, if you were sleeping here, I think location-wise,
10 out of 10.
There's like a £6 shuttle that takes you to the terminals. You've got McDonald's that is literally there, like
we can see it out the window.
Less than a 2-minute walk. You know, I think it's all right. I think I've seen other ones that I would like to try. You know, but you know, I think for the most part, like, what's the bed like? Have you checked it?
Let's do a bed test.
Comfortable?
Watch me break my back. Right, you're in the shop.
Yeah.
Right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
Really?
That's the best I've ever slept on in my life. That is good.
Okay.
That honestly, the bed makes it now.
Well, there you go then.
Oh,
The room went from like a mediocre.
Come on, you've got to do one now.
Oh yeah.
It's good, isn't it?
Oh okay.
Isn't it really soft? Like really nice.
That is lovely.
Okay, we're going to get the rest of the stuff up, and then I think we'll set up and we'll do a full breakdown of our trip and everything.
So before we get started, now that we've been in this room for like half an hour,
I've warmed to it.
Yeah.
I feel like I overreacted a bit. It's really nice.
I think it is nice, and I think the location is amazing.
Yeah.
Like how close it is to the terminals. You could probably walk. I wouldn't recommend it, but
no,
I'm sure you could.
It's
like,
really
it's
close.
literally
there's loads of hotels around here, but it is really nice. Really good location. Parking was what, £14? How much was parking?
£16 for the night.
£16 for the night, which I don't think is too bad.
Yeah, but like 120 quid for the room. Like, it's not bad at all.
This close to the airport, banging.
Would I try another one if I was willing to spend a little bit more money on a pre-travel day?
Yeah.
I think I would.
Yeah, I think we would.
I'd be interested to see, like, now using this as like a marker, like what can you get for 150 or 200?
Yeah.
So maybe we'll explore, and maybe we'll, because you know, maybe we'll do this one now, and we could try something else, and then give the lovely people watching.
Do you know what I was
second
thinking?
option.
Could we potentially change our one for our holiday this year?
That's what I mean. So that then we've tried 2 different
Yeah,
ones.
that's what I'm thinking. Maybe we do.
Maybe we just become airport hotel reviewers.
Yeah.
We'll try all
That
of
would be
them.
so exciting though, just trying all the hotels near the airport to see what they're like.
It is really cool to be close to all the planes and like the vibe of
it's so
there's
cool.
people with suitcases everywhere. Like it feels like a who does that? Like,
what are we doing right now?
We've literally come to the airport with zero intention of getting on a plane, and tomorrow we're just going to go home again.
It's so stupid.
But we've come here to announce our trip.
We're going so soon. Get the countdown on. Get the countdown. Little Mickey's here. The whole crew's here. He wants to say hello to everyone. June the 9th today. And when do we go?
In 112 days. On September the 30th.
We're nearly less than 100 days.
Yeah, so our 100-day countdown is very soon. Like less than 2 weeks away. And you guys will know, when you're going on a Florida trip, that the 60-day marker is huge, because that's when you can start booking all your Disney dining reservations and all those things and all of that sort of stuff. So we're going on September the 30th for how long?
Well, it was originally 17 nights.
Yep, now it's longer than that.
And now it's...
That wasn't enough. That wasn't long enough.
That wasn't long enough. So how long are we going for now? 3 weeks?
3 weeks and 1 day, I think it is. So it's 22 days.
But technically, we're not going to be in Florida for the full 3 weeks.
Yeah, we're doing a weekend excursion.
We're doing a weekend excursion at the end of our trip.
When are we going to talk about that?
I don't know.
Are we just going to leave it till it happens?
I feel like we're going to leave that as a surprise until it happens. Very exciting.
Anyway.
Where do we even begin?
Get your list up.
Yeah, this is why we need the list.
Because we made a list on the way here, because otherwise it would take 2 hours for us to get all the information out. So
where we stay. So we're staying in the same villa that we stayed in. Well, you've always stayed in.
So we always stay in the same house. Obviously, we can't give the location of it up.
No.
You know, just in case. But we stay about 25 minutes south of the Disney parks. So typically, we don't stay on property. We just haven't done it yet, but we get a really nice 4-bed villa with a pool, all the amenities, like our own home.
Kitchen, it's just like, it's literally just feels like you just live there. Like,
yeah.
it's
and because
amazing.
we've been to the same house now, I mean, I've been going there for nearly 10 years now.
That's crazy.
You've been on 3 trips to that house. When we get there, it just feels like home.
It honestly does. Like, we go there and it feels like ours. It's just, I can't even describe. Like, you just step in and you're like, we're home.
It's like you're home away from home.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's amazing.
You just like resume life when you get there. So you just like fill up the fridge, like, you know, let's put the cold drinks in the fridge. You can put all your stuff in the bedroom. You know where everything is. We love that house. Like, so
much.
We stay in the same house every time, which means that we rent a car. So we've got a car for the full 3 weeks as well.
With Alamo.
With Alamo, booked it through Alamo. And when we extended our trip, we actually saved money.
Which is nuts.
So the car was, we went for the Ford Edge or similar. So usually you get like we always go for a 4x4 because I'd love to drive a 4x4 over there. And then the price difference between that and just like a normal car is really like nothing, like unless you're going to get a tiny, tiny little car. And
you say you don't like driving a small car. I mean, I don't drive, you drive, don't you?
I always drive.
The roads are so huge over there.
And the vehicles are so big.
Yeah, that you feel like so tiny. Like those vehicles out there are just massive, aren't they?
Yeah, like when you get like I don't know what you call them, like the 12-ton or 12-wheelers or whatever you call them.
You're like, oh.
Like huge, great big trucks, like on I-4, on the highway, like all stuff like that. I don't want to be like boxed into a smart car, like next to one of those.
Can you imagine me in my Mini?
Yeah, so we always get a 4x4, so we got like a nice amount of room, but we upgraded it from the
standard SUV, wasn't it? Or not?
No, what do they name it funny? It's like an intermediate SUV.
Oh, right.
Anyway, the slight upgrade from that, they gave us a Ford Edge one year. And it was just beautiful. It had a great big screen on the inside. The aircon on it was phenomenal. So we've made sure that we can get one of those this year. So that's the plan. And I think if there's not another car there that I prefer, I'm just going to stand in the airport until a Ford Edge becomes available so that we can get one. Because we loved that car.
The thing is we spend so much time in the car. Like the drive from our villa to Disney World is around 30 minutes. So we spend a lot of time in the car, and we just love having a nice car. It's just...
Well, we like the freedom because we go to sports games and stuff, which I guess some other people don't really do. We like to have the car to be able to travel around. So like we can jump in the car and like we've been down to a game in Miami, or we go up to Gainesville to see the Florida Gators or whatever it might be. We went over to Tampa for the baseball last year. We can just jump in the car and explore. So I like having that freedom with it. But I do want to stay on property at some point, and we're thinking that maybe with DVC points, maybe this is the year. Rented points. We're not DVC members, not yet.
Not yet.
Maybe with rented.
But we might do that because we've had a look on there, and the rooms, I mean, compared to what they normally are, you can get such a good deal.
Yeah.
You like renting DVC points.
Yeah.
And that's something that we only really found out about on our last trip.
Yeah.
I'd say, and looked a bit more into. But you can get a room at the Polynesian or the Riviera Resort for so much cheaper than it would be normally.
Well, when I looked it up, it was, I think the prepaid price for the Riviera was $350 for one night in the Riviera. So if you'd like to see that, let us know, because we're really on the fence about it right now. To just because I would love to have a night in the Riviera. We can get up, we can walk around the little lake.
Literally.
You can jump on the Skyliner over to Epcot from there, come back, stay in the Riviera. We're really thinking that this might be the year that we do that. And we've never stayed in a Disney hotel. So maybe this is the beginning of it, and then every trip from here afterwards we do a new one or a different one.
Even we'd like still stay in the villa, but we do like one night at a Disney resort just to like try them out, because that would just be so cool.
What would be number one though?
What resort?
Yeah.
This is so hard because there's 3. Polynesian.
It's number 1.
Do you think? Wilderness Lodge. These are not in order for me. Wilderness Lodge, and then the Riviera. Like those 3.
I would put the Poly number 1. Like those new rooms where you can look
out. Oh my gosh,
over,
we haven't even seen those yet.
You can watch the fireworks over there. Yeah. Poly 1, Wilderness Lodge 2, and then probably...
Just such an experience. And then Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so many, isn't there?
But... So maybe we need to start ticking them off our list a little bit. Yeah. So maybe this year we do that. But let us know. And if you would recommend one, which one would it be? Okay,
next up we need to speak about the flight time.
Oh, yeah.
Because we are absolutely over the moon with this. So last year, what was our flight time? It was an afternoon flight.
It was about 3:30.
Yeah, which is like really late compared to what the earlier one was. Usually about 11, I think the one was before. What was the one?
It used to be 20 past 11 or like 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
But I think, from vlogs that we've watched, and like, obviously I'm looking at flight times, car prices like pretty much every day. I'm pretty sure that they've permanently moved the flight times from London Heathrow with Virgin. So we always fly with Virgin. But it used to be 20 past 11. But now...
It's 9:05
a.m.
Like 9 a.m, which is insane because on our trip last year, we obviously got on that afternoon flight and we were really sceptical. We were like, we don't know how that's going to be because we're so used to landing and it being like daylight, it being like afternoon, you drive out in the car and you're just like, you just see all the palm trees, you're just there. Yeah. And last year it was so weird landing and it being dark.
Yeah.
Like it was...
Like when you get on the tram from...
yeah, the tram.
Into the terminal and you get, what's his name, Buddy Dyer, the mayor or the whatever his name is, the guy who talks on the tram where he says like, welcome to Orlando.
Oh, is that what his name is?
Buddy Dyer, I think his name is.
Right.
But like that is one of the big like, and you go out and obviously if you've done it, you go out on the tram and you see like all the palm trees and like the Florida sky for the first time as you go into the terminal. That's one of our like, we made it
We're here.
Moments. Yeah.
We are here.
It does not hit the same in the dark. You said to me on the tram, didn't you, like, I don't like it that it's dark. We do the...
No, and when we got our car and we drove out, we said to each other, we could be anywhere right now because it's dark, and we hated it.
Yeah.
I really think we hated it. So the fact that we're going even earlier than we've ever been before at 9 a.m. is just the best thing. We're going to land and it's going to be like, well,
I think we land at about 2 p.m. local time.
So much time.
So then by the time you get out of... I usually allow a couple of hours, like worst case, for security and stuff. And once you go into that, that always makes me nervous, doesn't it? When you get into the security room in Orlando Airport. And sometimes you can join that queue right at the back of like 8 snake lines of people. And you know you're going to be there for like at least an hour and a half, 2 hours. But sometimes you go in there and there's no other plane that has landed, and you're at the front. And that, like, we've been quite lucky.
Every time I've been,
we've been quite lucky. Yeah, but I have gone in that room before where like 3 other planes have just landed, and you are like up the hallway, and that is not
devastating.
But say like worst case scenario, 2 hours to get out of the airport and pick the car up. We're out on the road aiming for the house at like 4 o'clock local time. So we could go, drop the bags off and go spend the evening at Wilderness Lodge or something if we want.
Don't.
And I really think this year, being so early, we should do that.
I think we should. I think we should just make the most of it.
Well, it will motivate us through travel day to be like, we'll get up on travel day and be like, we're going to Wilderness Lodge today. Like, so we'll wake up like here in the UK before we get on the plane and be like, today we're going to Wilderness Lodge. Whereas usually we'll go to the house, go to Walmart, get some stuff, and then pretty much sleep. Like, sleep and just sort of
just
relax.
chill out usually, that's what we do. But we could just have like a whole evening.
Yeah.
Couldn't we? Shower, get changed and just have an evening. Disney Springs, Wilderness Lodge, wherever.
Yeah.
The boardwalk. We could go to the boardwalk in the evening.
Isn't that the Miami Dolphins game though, that night?
Oh no, okay, scrap that.
For the Miami game? If you're if you guys are watching this and you're sports fans, like, and you are lucky enough to have a girlfriend that will really get into watching the sports with you, or at least put up with it, go to Gator Point at Wilderness Lodge, get a burger. You will not find a better location on Disney property to watch a sports game.
I'm going to insert some clips because we did it on our trip last year and it was absolutely...
It was so
It was
good.
just
so
the
good.
vibe,
Yeah,
wasn't
we're going to
it?
do that again this year. But there's also the bar at Disney Springs now.
Equally
which
is amazing.
Equally really, really
Loved
good. So
it.
if you want to go for like Thursday night football or something like that, go there. All right, so tickets and stuff. We've done the pretty standard like 14-day
Magic Maker.
everything included Disney ticket, which is what we always get. But we're doing that, which gives us access to obviously all the Disney parks and the 2 water parks. We'll come on to that in a minute. Then it's about like extras. So the 14 days at Disney you can use over, I think it's 18 days. So obviously we're going for 3 weeks. So we need to be tactical about when we activate that ticket.
But you no longer need to do the reservations for the parks.
Yes.
Which
oh
is
God, yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
So happy about that.
You've not known any other way.
I've never known any
because they did that from COVID.
From COVID, you had to book,
reserve a park.
Yeah, reserve a park. So it was a pain because some days, I mean, we're so spontaneous, aren't we? We're quite chilled out with our plans.
Yeah.
One day we might wake up and have a plan and then just do something different. So we're quite relaxed with our trip, but having to not make a reservation for the parks is just going to be absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that's a game changer, because you can just get up one day and be like, should we go to Animal Kingdom, like, now?
And you can park hop and not have to wait until 2 p.m,
Yeah,
I think it was.
Also, another massive thing. The 2 p.m. thing, I think, caused more, what's the word? It was more of an inconvenience than maybe we realised. Because you'd be like, oh, we're going to go to Hollywood Studios. Let's say, because Hollywood Studios, because we're not Star Wars fans, really. Sorry. We're not really Star Wars people. We've tried. I tried The Mandalorian. It went way over my head. I apologize. If you've got tips on how to understand it better, I will try again, I promise, but we're not really Star Warsy people. So like Hollywood Studios kind of naturally is the park that we spend the least time in.
Yeah.
Right? So we'll go to Hollywood Studios, but say we went there at like 10 a.m. because we love the walk, and this is another thing. There's so many little nugs of information in
Nooks and crannies.
Yeah, no, that's not a completely different thing. That's like under the floorboards or what was I saying? Oh, the walk from so yeah, like these are just things that over the years that we've been, we have found. I mean, I've done, this is probably going to be my, I want to say like 9th trip, maybe 10, and this is your
insane.
This is
my
your 4th. So together we've discovered so many new things. I've been on family trips, all sorts of stuff like that. But the walk from Hollywood Studios to Epcot, you can get the boat, which we did last year.
Yeah, that was really nice. But the walk,
yeah,
you just walk past the Swan and Dolphin if you're coming from like Epcot Way, the Boardwalk Way.
Yeah. Just
a little walk. It probably takes about 5-10 minutes. So peaceful. Walking a lot along the water.
Yeah. And you might pass, like, bearing in mind you're going to be in a busy theme park, right? If your day is planned around going from Hollywood Studios to Epcot, you are going from a busy theme park to a busy theme park. And if you're getting on a bus to do that, or however you do it, you're going to get from a busy theme park onto a busy bus into a busy theme park. Whereas for us, we go into Hollywood Studios, we stroll out, and on the walk from Hollywood Studios to Epcot, you might pass 3 people the entire time. It's a whole lakefront walk, so you're literally walking right next to the lake with the boats going past. Like you said, you go past the Swan and Dolphin, then onto the boardwalk, you walk round the boardwalk into the park, and you've had like a half an hour rest from the chaos without realising it. And we just, like, we love the parks, but we probably spend just as much time just on Disney property, enjoying the hotels, enjoying all the different areas, like all the different themes of the hotels and all those things. We love that as much as we love the parks.
Just as much.
So if you need tips about where to go outside of the parks on Disney property, we might be...
I think we
might be the people.
Now this,
we might be the people for that information.
So water parks, we haven't actually done Blizzard Beach and
Typhoon Lagoon.
Ever. And they're the Disney water parks.
I also don't know much about them.
Weren't they shut though? I'm sure that both of them were shut when we went.
For renovations. One stayed closed after COVID, I think. I don't know if both are back open now, but I do know that Typhoon
Lagoon's open, and it looks, I've seen so many people's vlogs on it and it looks amazing.
Yeah. Last year we didn't
do any water park.
No, we didn't. Last year we did Universal Studios for a day, a whole day. We did what we wanted to, so we don't need to do the Universal Studios parks.
No, we're not going to do that.
We're not big, like, ride people. Like, we'll go on the rides. Yeah. Like, we enjoy the ride. But honestly, our whole thing is just, like, ambiance. It is though, isn't it?
The ambiance.
Like, we're not massive on rides. Like, we just love to be in the parks.
Yeah.
But we're not like 12-hour-a-day park people.
No.
We're not going to be in there at rope drop until park close.
No way.
It's just not the way, because we like to get a really good mix with our holiday of, like, we both work really hard. So let's relax, have some time around the house, which is why we get like the pool and all of those things to make sure that we can chill. And then we'll mix the parks in as and when we feel like it.
Because it can be a lot, like being in the parks, it can be a lot.
Especially at the heat of the day, like 2 o'clock in the afternoon where it's busy, it's roasting hot.
So it's super nice to break it up. So we're thinking we're not going to do Volcano Bay, and instead we might save the money and do Typhoon Lagoon and give it a go.
We say save the money. We mean reallocate the money we would have spent on Volcano Bay to somewhere else, because I love Volcano Bay.
I love it.
We didn't do it last year. We didn't do any water park last year, but like it's $85, maybe $90 each for the ticket. It's what, $30 to park the car at Universal, and there's no alternative at Universal. So it's like a $200 day for us to spend what, 4 hours in a water park.
Because that's the thing, we don't spend like the whole day there, do we? We do a couple of rides. We go on the
main thing's the lazy river, which fits with what we do, because we don't have kids. You know, know, we like, again, it's ambiance and the ambiance. And the biggest thing for us is like getting in the lazy river.
Just vibing. We're just in our little dinghies.
We're paying $200 to get on the lazy river and maybe do 2 rides.
That's so ridiculous.
Plus the locker.
The locker. That's probably another $10.
We've never done it, but like we get obviously the 2 Disney water parks with our tickets. We think this year to get our water park fix.
Yeah.
We're going to do that.
We're going to do that.
And then what are we going to do with...
This is the question. What
the money?
What are we going to do? So what were the options? The kayaking, which you've done before.
Yeah, wiki watchy. So I did that with 2 of my mates. But you rent out a kayak, you leave your car, you get 4 hours on the kayak, and we used like 3.5. But like the water is crystal clear, you can see the fish through it. There's no gators.
So
I've been assured there's no gators because it's fresh water or something. And sometimes they get manatees. But then yeah, you kayak all the way to the other end, then you get on a bus and come back, and it's like $40 each. So that's one option.
Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah, at Disney Springs.
I feel like an evening at Disney Springs, watching that would be dinner. That would be so. I feel like that's just going to be. Well, it's going to be a night to remember, isn't it? If we did that.
It's on the list, yeah, for sure.
And what was the other one? I'm sure there was a third one that we spoke about.
Yeah, there was.
Or maybe that was Volcano Bay until we decided this. Maybe it was.
Yeah,
I think it was.
We had Volcano Bay, Cirque du Soleil,
and the kayaking.
No, there were 4 things. There was 100% 4 things.
Oh, SeaWorld.
SeaWorld, that's right.
That's an expensive one.
Yeah, that's the most expensive of the options. But then again, similar to Volcano Bay, that's like an additional 200 and something for a day out. So I think we're going to play that by ear and maybe see what we want to do.
Might be a spontaneous one.
We've got a couple of sports games we're going to do, and then the other thing is deciding which restaurants we're going to go to.
Oh God!
Because we found a new love or a new favourite last year, and if you've seen our vlogs, you probably would have seen it by now. But if you haven't, we went to Topolino's at the end of our trip last year, and we barely got in. We got a reservation at what, 9:15?
Yeah, gone 9 p.m. But that night, I think about that so often.
Yeah.
I'll never, ever, ever forget that night. But if we do manage to get a reservation at Topolino's, then are we going to do the Yachtsman Steakhouse?
That's the issue. So
I can't imagine us going there and not doing the Yachtsman. Like,
yeah. So I discovered the Yachtsman on my first ever adult trip, and I have been to the Yachtsman every single trip since, sometimes twice. If you want steak on Disney property, like a classic steak with mashed potatoes and a glass of red wine, you cannot. Well, I was about to say, you can't beat a night at the Yachtsman Steakhouse. I think one of the things that makes it so good, though, is that you go to the Yachtsman, then you can come out of the Yachtsman and go for a walk around the boardwalk, maybe grab an ice cream, and it's just the perfect evening. The Yacht and Beach Resort is stunning, and we've done it every year.
We have. I just don't see how we can justify it. I mean, Topolino's and they're expensive. They're
both top end.
They're like really fancy ones, restaurants that we dress up for.
Put a shirt on.
And going to Topolino's, we'd have the steak. I mean, I had the pasta last time, you had the steak, and I'm definitely going to get the steak this time because that was just insane. So I feel like if we're getting steak at Topolino's, how can we have? If we're getting different meals, maybe, but because we're getting steak.
I think the steak at Topolino's was the best I've had on property as well.
It was ridiculous.
Where's the best steak you've had on Disney property?
And Steakhouse 71 or like where?
Yeah, and if you've tried both the Yachtsman and Topolino's and had steak in both, please give me your opinion on which was better because I love them both. Like they're both like 9.7 plus out of 10 steaks.
You're telling me that Topolino's is a 9.7 and not 10?
No, I said 9.7 plus.
That's so ridiculous.
I think it's a 9.92 out of 10. It was phenomenal.
This rating system
is
staying in the
here
UK.
To stay.
No, it's staying in the UK. When we go to Florida, it's going in the bin. You're rounding up or down?
No, absolutely not. There's too much precision to be able to do that. So we got that. What are they called? Fine dining restaurants are we?
Space 220.
That's on the list. We couldn't get it last year. Could not get a single reservation. I checked every single day. Couldn't get a reservation. That's more for the experience than the food, though.
Yeah, I feel like that's going to be for the experience. But again, it's spenny, isn't it?
Yeah, it's up. It's definitely one of
those. But then we said we're not going to do Whispering Canyon this year, so we did that on our last 2 trips. Yeah. We're not going to do that this year, so I guess because we're saving on that, maybe we.
I think we can justify a fine dining once a week, and we're going for 3. So.
That's 3 fancy restaurants. What are you talking about?
We're on holiday. What do you mean?
This is what you say about everything when we're on holiday. We're on holiday. Well, what other fancy restaurants would we like, or just restaurants are we going to book though? So Olivia's Cafe, we're thinking we're going to do on the first day. However, they seem to have just taken off
The BLT.
the BLT. Absolutely devastated about that.
But again, for the ambience, you go to Disney Springs and you walk around the far side of Disney Springs to the boating
dock,
and you take the boat that takes you to Old Key West. And then from Old Key West, you go up onto the dock and you literally can't miss it. Like when you get off the boat, Olivia's Cafe is going to smack you in the face. Ask to sit outside in like the little outside bay. The view, the weather, you get birds tweeting all around. The staff there are always amazing, and they used to have the most amazing BLT on property.
I refuse to believe that it's just gone.
Yeah.
And I'm one of these people that just check the Disney like menus and the app weekly.
Yeah.
And it's just not on there anymore. So I feel like we're going to have to try something new. But we definitely will go there. We've got to.
Do you know what? I'm sitting here thinking we need to do a video about our personal must-dos.
Oh, 100%.
Because there's so many things that we've done. We've done quite a few trips now that we could probably give you some new things to try that maybe you haven't done yet, or things that we've only just discovered for ourselves that now, because I think everybody has, like when they go to Disney World on a trip, everyone has their like must-dos. Like when I get to Disney World, I will absolutely, like there are some that are non-negotiables, so maybe we'll do a video about ours.
Definitely,
that would be a good idea.
Okay, we're going to round up with what we're most excited for. We're going to ask each other. I'm not ready yet, so I'm going to ask you, what are you most excited for
this year, this
trip? Okay, wait, we can't just have an endless list. We've got to do top 3 things you're most excited for. That's hard. What's the top 3 things?
One of my absolute favourites is to go down to the boardwalk and do the whole loop. That's one of my non-negotiables every single year. We go down, get into the boardwalk, maybe get an ice cream, then if you haven't done the boardwalk loop, you can do from the boardwalk over the bridge that goes towards Epcot, but then if you take a left, you can do Yacht and Beach. Then if you keep going all the way around past and there's like the fishing boats and all that sort of stuff. Then if you keep going over the other way, you do Swan and Dolphin, which is one of my absolute favourites. I went and worked a day there last year, which was just so cool. Got myself a Red Bull, went sat in there, had my laptop out. It's one of my bucket list like dream items.
You loved
to like do some work there. Yeah, and you loved it because you got let loose in Disney all day by yourself.
I went on a mission.
So the boardwalk is absolutely one. Man, like how do you even...
I don't know, I'm going to choose.
I think Topolino's has to be on there. We just loved it that much. I think it's going to be so hard to live up to what a great night we had there though.
It wasn't just about the food, it was like...
the server, like all of it.
I mean, the Riviera we absolutely love. And it's it was just the whole experience. Going out on that terrace, just the views. And we didn't even go there for when the fireworks were on. I mean, that would have just... I think we would have flipping passed out if that had happened that night.
I would put Gator Point up there, you know.
Really?
Because I love Wilderness Lodge. We discovered Wilderness Lodge together because it's a little bit out of the way, so I'd not been there before. So we were like, we haven't checked this hotel out. Like, let's get on a bus from Disney Springs. So we did that, and we both got off there, and we were just like, wow. Like, this place is amazing. Yeah. So Gator Point would be up there because it comes with kind of exploring Wilderness Lodge, going and sitting down there, getting a drink, maybe watching a little bit of sport. I would put that up there. But I think I'm excited to see the fireworks this year because we missed it last year. Like, that's a whole nother story. But we just timed it wrong, and we left it till the end of our trip to do the fireworks, and it was like our last night that we could get into the parks, and then we messed it up and we missed it. So we've kind of gone like 2 years without seeing a proper fireworks show in Magic Kingdom. So we've said this year we're going to do it like on our first day, because we always do it last and then we associate it with like
going home.
Well, that's the end of the fireworks, guess we'll go home. Like,
we need to flip the switch and just
so we'll mix it up this year. I'm really looking forward to that.
My top 3s: number 1, the boardwalk, copying you,
but
just the same reasons, just absolutely love the boardwalk. Number 2, I love the boardwalk ice cream. Oh, and another thing I want to try this year, the pizza in the window. 100% need to try it this year. The huge, great big slice of pizza that you can get from the boardwalk. Number 2, you're going to be gutted you didn't say this one, Avatar.
Oh, how
did you not say Avatar?
Not just Avatar. Avatar.
Flight of Passage, not the River Journey.
Avatar, Flight of Passage, but in the evening.
Oh, in the evening, because the ambiance is... the ambiance.
What was it? We saw like a TikTok or something that was like get in the queue
right before park. Well, not right before park close, but about half an hour before park close. Get in the queue, and then it was just. I mean, the wait times. I think we did that twice, and the wait times were just pretty much a walk on. I think the second time maybe was up to about half an hour wait, which is nothing for Avatar Flight of Passage if you've been on that ride. But coming out,
so like it's a serious hack. You go on the ride. By the time you get off the ride, depending on the queue time, it could be anything from like half an hour to an hour after Animal Kingdom closes.
Which is nuts.
Which is crazy. Then you come out, and we'd never seen like the Avatar world lit up at night, and it looked incredible. Way better than it looks in the day. Like I thought it was
ridiculous.
phenomenal.
Yeah, way better than in the day. I mean, in the day it's just so spectacular, but in the evening, all the little bits just light up and glow in the dark. Even the floor was just like,
so cool.
It was insane.
But then you come out of the Avatar bit, and we had like clean shots of the tree of life. We could take pictures. Like there was, because the park's closed, so they're just like letting you casually wander out like after park close, and we loved it.
The whole
so
Animal Kingdom at night. It's just incredible.
Yeah, it was really, really cool. That's
so
a very
cool.
good point. Yeah, I can't believe I didn't say Flight of Passage.
And my third one, this is so difficult. I mean, I want to say Topolino's, but I also want to go for something a little bit different. Okay, I think I know what it's got to be. Meeting Big Mickey.
Oh, yeah.
Because
in the theatre.
I could not go now and not meet Mickey Mouse in the big theatre in Magic Kingdom.
You bawled your eyes out. Like hard cry. If you haven't seen that vlog, the thumbnail will be very obvious which vlog that is. I can't remember what you titled it, but you went in, had little Mickey with you, so like met Mickey for the first time, and then you came out of there, and I've never seen anything like it.
I was like weeping. It's because when I was in there, there's obviously other people and children that are queuing up in the same room, you know, as you're getting your meet and greet with Mickey Mouse.
Really
so I was really trying to like hold it together, and obviously I was just in the experience, and then when I came out, I think it all just hit me like what had just happened.
Yeah.
And I just and it was like our final night or second to last night.
Yeah, it was like our last night. Yeah.
It was a mixture of emotions, but it was just a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think those are my top three.
But we always try and do a few new things, don't we? Like whether it's because we have like it's difficult because like we said there are non-negotiables, and I think we'll do a video on that because like that will be interesting for us to share what those are, and obviously get your guys on like what they are too. Like in the comments you can sort of let us know what your absolute non-negotiables are, but like you have to balance it between doing all the things that you know you love and then sacrificing some time to try new things that you don't know if you're going to love. And we always say like the more trips we do, the more non-negotiables we have,
it gets
which makes it harder to actually make space for them all, like the problem we're now having with the Yachtsman Steakhouse and Topolino's. Because Topolino's automatically went on the non-negotiables list.
So one's got to be booted off.
Yeah.
But then that allows us to try something new, so...
Well, we know that we want to try Via Napoli this year, the pizza
place. And also
place.
another one, which I forgot about, in the Polynesian, oh my goodness, Ahana's.
Ahana's, we haven't done that
Ahana's is supposed to be absolutely amazing for breakfast and for dinner.
Yeah, we haven't done that yet. And I want the little, there's a special name for them.
Hawaiian
you know what I mean.
Thing.
Yeah, those.
What's that called?
You get those when you go there for dinner. And I think you meet Stitch there as well.
Which will be wicked.
Yeah, so I think, we've got a lot of new stuff that we want to try. I think maybe we'll do like more videos about new stuff.
We want to get a couple more videos out and before our trip.
September 30th.
3 weeks.
3 weeks. Vlogs every day.
Every single day.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing a travel day this year because that was one thing we messed up on last year.
Yeah, we didn't do it.
To be honest, we weren't that comfortable. I think just the whole camera scenario was just a bit much for us last year.
Well, we both film individually, but it was the first time we'd filmed together.
Yeah,
and trying to throw ourselves into that in a busy airport was like, we kind of got to the point where we were like, should we just start the vlogs tomorrow? But we will do travel day and pre-travel
day.
Because we're going to be coming up here the night before.
Are we going to be coming here or are we going to be going to a different hotel?
I don't know.
That's the question.
I don't know. I think this is a good value hotel if you were checking in, going to sleep, getting up, or checking in, going for a drink in that beautiful looking bar downstairs.
Beautiful, yeah.
Having a drink, dumping your bags, having a shower, going to bed and flying. You know, I think if that was what it was for, it would be absolutely fine. But I almost feel like now that we've been here and we've done it, I kind of want to try a different one.
Yeah, why not?
Like, and mix it up, and then we can give you guys like a bit of a rating scale, and then sort of go from there.
So excited!
3 weeks, 112 days. We'll have to start the countdown properly in 12 days' time.
Definitely.
And then that 60-day. I love getting to that 60-day mark where you're like, quick, can
go,
I get Topolino's? Like, and then it starts to feel real when you've got like when you have reservations for things, because you're like, we're going to that restaurant on that day.
Yeah, everything just feels even more real and just even more exciting.
Amazing.
And we can't wait.
All right, well, drop us a comment. Let us know what you're looking forward to, what you're doing on your trip. If you're going this year, And we will see you in... I mean, the next video is not going to be our travel days.
No.
We'll do some more stuff, hopefully. But let us know what you want to see. If there's other stuff you want to see, other maybe tips, things like that. Like I said, we've been on a lot of trips now, so we could definitely share a lot of information about some of the wider things that you could do on Disney property, all things like that. So if you want to see that sort of stuff, let us know, and we'll see you in the next video.
We can't wait.